Hello to you all, Millie Lloyd. I hope everyone is having a good day. It's Old School Gamer 1971 with my top 10 for games that need a remake. If you would, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Spread the word, as it makes the channel grow and puts a big old smile on this old face. Post your list down below in the comments. I look forward to reading them. My number 10, Toy Story Racer, came to the PlayStation 1 in 2001 and was developed by Traveller's Tales. Releasing for the original PlayStation, it was just fun as hell. Instead of trying to use the story from any of the movies, it was a game with Toy Story characters. At the time this came out, it was not exactly my kind of game. It was one of my guilty pleasures. I'd done absolutely everything in this game, because they had like different things to do for different races, and it was fun as hell doing it. This could be just revamped or given a whole remake. With polish, this could be amazing. And with Toy Story 4 coming out soon at the cinema, the time is right for this to come back. Plus, it would just be good to play this game again. And my number 9, Super Rubber Dub, came to the PlayStation 3 in 2007 and was developed by Sumo Digital. This was a game that by description alone seems at best crap, but as a game it was amazing. It started life as a tech demo that showed off what the 6-axis could do. I played this so much. I had unlocked all the ducks at one point. It would be perfect for my niece Millie. She would love to play this. I think this could also work in VR, but this is a game that shouldn't ever be lost. This was Lisa's favourite game. R.I.P. Lisa. She bought a PlayStation 3 for this game and Ratchet & Clank. This was a simple game of collecting rubber ducks and then you lead them to a plug hole, or eat rubber ducks as a shark on the bonus levels. This was a simple game that anyone can play, and a great party game to boot. I believe games like this should never be lost, and we need a remake or remaster. PS, it had online rankings. And on to my number 8, Clock Tower 3, came to the PlayStation 2 in 2002 and was developed by Capcom. Whilst I enjoyed Remothered Tormented Fathers, and I may have said we don't need this game, but I do want this game. I would love to see this remastered, because I don't see there ever being a sequel, but maybe a reboot. The first 2 games were point and click adventures, but I wouldn't mind it being like the 3rd game. This is an amazing looking game for PlayStation 2. I think this was the first game where you were chased without weapons. This is why I believe now is the perfect time for the game to come back. It was ahead of its time. I still remember that chase meter. Bringing the series back, Scissorman was scary as hell. He was scary as hell then, and I think he could be now. Just in time for Halloween, please. Now, even though backwards compatibility is definitely a thing, we still have to buy the games or have kept them for so long, so a remake, please. Moving on to number 7, Lego Star Wars Complete, came to the PlayStation 3 in 2007 and was developed by Traveller's Tales. This holds a very special place for me. It was my first Lego game and started me off on being addicted to the Lego franchise. I love the humour of these games and feel it gels with the games really well. This game encompasses the first 6 movies and key scenes from them all recreated in Lego. Hope they will do this with the release of episode 9, maybe a new complete. Come on, please. I would play this again in a second, but it would not bother me either if they remake it, as in like all 9, or remaster this one. It would be just nice. It would also be good to get the online play for 2-player back. I think it would work better now, as the internet connections are faster and the game would run smoother. Moving on to number 6, Theme Hospital, came to the PlayStation 1 in 1997 and was developed by Bullfrog. To me, this is a no-brainer. There is a hole in the market for a game in this genre. This was a tongue-in-cheek hospital management sim. I have poured hours into this game on the original PlayStation and later on the PlayStation 3. I would love to see a more up-to-date version of this game. Had been looking at that game, Hospital 2.0, but it doesn't seem like they're rushing themselves with a console version. So how about a full-on remake or reboot of Theme Hospital? We all love the bloaty head thing, or the voiceover tannoy thing asking you to have your credit cards ready, or being able to fire those lazy gits, or maybe paying them more to get them moving quicker. I got this to level 7 the last time I was playing, but it did take me a while, so come on, bring it back. And my number 5, Azure Dreams, came to the PlayStation 1 in 1997 and was developed by Konami. This is such a good game. It has creatures to hatch from eggs, either at home so you keep them, or in the tower and lose them when you exit the tower. Considering the age of the game, it showed such originality for its time on the PlayStation 1, and unfortunately it got lost in all the other RPGs of that era. The fact that you can get married, improve the village and or your house, breeding creatures because you can make different ones depending upon what you bred, all in this turn-based RPG. It does have a grind. You will have to use tactics to get to the top of the tower. Every time you enter, you go back to level 1. Because you release the creatures within the tower, they retain their level. As well, your weapons also remain at the level they were when you left the tower. This is a game that is surprisingly good. It really does pretty much tick all the boxes in one game. This never really had a chance to shine. It never got the push nor the recognition that it deserves. Number 4, Ghostbusters, came to the PlayStation 3 in 2009 and was developed by Terminal Reality. No, I don't mean the crap one. I mean the one that came before, the really good one. To me, this was just so good. It had the 4 main original actors from the movies: Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Bill Murray and Ernie Hudson. It was well designed with ghosts from the movie and new ones too. This felt like a Ghostbusters game. It looked like a Ghostbusters game. It was fun as hell to play, with imaginative levels and multiplayer co-op. I was surprised that this game was just not bigger at the time. Bringing it back, or better still, just remake it. Just use the original soundtrack audio, as I believe today this would work. My number 3, Saints Row, came to the Xbox in 2006 and was developed by Volition Games. This was when Saints Row was a gang simulator. No powers, zip, nada. This game is just a simple working your way up the food chain. This is a real simple premise. At the time it was considered a more serious Grand Theft Auto. Seems funny how the roles are reversed now. I had the green-eyed monster on this game. Ideally I would love to see a collection, but mostly this game. I would love to see a reboot of the series. It would be so good. the world would look amazing. And as open worlds sell well, now would be the perfect time. With the number of consoles sold, it would be a different story to the last time a Saints Row game was released. We need more Saints Row and not Agents of Mayhem, but I did enjoy that game. Hurry up, Volition. And my penultimate entry, Harvest Moon Back to Nature, came to the PlayStation 1 in 1999 and was developed by Natsume. I really just like this game. There are no enemies. It has a story where you move from the city to the countryside and you have 3 years to renovate the farm, make money from farming and or mining, buying and or breeding animals, collecting hearts and getting married. This was developed for the original PlayStation. I've always found these games just so cool. It was about using tactics to maximise each season's profitability. I only really had one problem with the game. It was glitched, so you could never finish the game. Every time you got married, it would just glitch out. You couldn't continue. I got it for the PlayStation 3 and have to just hope for backwards compatibility. But how about instead a remake or a direct sequel to this game? Now I know there is a new multiplayer game called Farm Together, and we did get like Light of Hope last year, but I would like Back to Nature. And my number one, Silent Hill, came to the PlayStation 1 in 1999 and was developed by Konami. I love this game so much. To me, it was in my top 3 survival horror games ever. The list is Resident Evil Remake, Alien Isolation and this. This game was amazing from beginning to end. They used fog because the processing power would not allow a good draw distance, same as the darkness when indoors. This worked really well, with good characterization and an interesting story. It had different endings adding to the replay value. It would be a shame if this franchise is lost to time. Come on Konami, this is a series of games that can make money again. Just look at Resident Evil. To me, Resident Evil was always good, but to me, Silent Hill was always better. Well, that's about it for me today. If you like the list, there is plenty more content like this on my channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.